Hello YouTube. In today's video, I'm going to be analyzing my games in the February monthly qualifiers versus Zeus, Zulon, and Second Best. I'm just going to be looking at some of the drafts, some of the gameplay, and kind of just going step by step what we were thinking. And if y'all enjoy videos like this, be sure to like and subscribe so I can upload more. So we end up losing the first set in Bounty, just kind of off of a skill diff, but I honestly think the other team had a better comp. But going into set 2, we're on Double Swoosh, which is a map that we're pretty comfortable with, even if we haven't scrimmed it much. But our mental isn't doing too great, because we were expecting to beat KDS in upper bracket. And going down all the way to lower bracket kind of had our mental down, and especially losing first set. It's just not feeling amazing, but I'm confident in our drafts, and our bans here are Imps, Mortis, and Spike. Those are probably the most broken brawlers here. Mortis is just unplayable into. And the other team bans for Sandy, which is really good in my opinion, but they left Frank open, which to me is annoying for them to deal with. The Frank, it does feed a lot of supers, but there's a certain way to play the comp to where, yeah, Frank's going to feed a lot, it's going to be a problem. But we end up going for, I think it was Mo first, because into Sandy, you want like a good scouting brawler that can kind of keep distance on it and like just kind of keep track of where it is. So we go with Mo, and then we follow that up with Frank, just because it's such a broken brawler, and their goal is with Sandy to gatekeep kind of like the assassin brawlers that we want to play, like Lily, Mortis, Kaze, Ali. So by going something like really tanky, we're kind of preventing them from going those assassin brawlers that they've kind of kept for themselves. So into the Frank mode, they actually end up going Buster Chester, which I don't really like that much, honestly. I don't have much damage for a Frank, and you think, yeah, Chester's a damage dealer kind of, but he really can't kill a Frank with his limited ammo. Even a red Chester's gonna have a hard time getting that HP down. And for our last pick, we're just thinking we need something safe. We need something that can kind of pair with our Frank and our Mo a little bit. So we go Meeple. Just because they're kind of short-range brawlers, and Meeple's kind of really good into short-range brawlers, just because he can kind of keep his distance and a little bit of scouting, a little bit of wall break with the grass break with the boxes. So by breaking up their grass on that top side, top and middle, we're kind of like limiting how well they can sneak up, and it also pairs really well with the Mo Super, which you'll see a little bit later. So going into game 1, we're gonna put the Frank on the left here, just because there's no real scouting for the Frank on the right, so I feel it's too easy to get snuck on, which Tyrant here has a tough time finding Zeus out there. So he does get snuck on at the beginning and gets pretty low and goes down, but me on the left side, I'm running him down, canceling his stun with the anti-stun gadget. And then here, second has a shield and I super anyway, which it would be a bad play, but I'm kind of opening the grass on that wall there, which is really good. Kind of lucky, because yeah, he was shielded it. It would have been a waste otherwise. But we're down 3 gems here. It's not the best position. Zulon wastes his stun, which doesn't really matter because I have anti-stun anyway, but really good box from Ali here. Tyrant goes in, get a free team wipe, and we're up to 10 gems here essentially. I kind of fumble on the top there. I remember my attack was hitting him, but it wasn't. Like it looked like it was hitting him, but it didn't. So I wasted 2 shots and died there. But my team's in such a good position that it didn't really matter much. And here I just pop hyper, run down the Buster, and there's nothing they can do. So that's game 1 going to us pretty easily, I'd say, even if we were down gyms at the start. So going into game 2, we have like a pretty decent start compared to last time, so we're feeling pretty confident. Pop the anti-stun, and I'm here I see Sandy's low, I run him down here. I'm gonna super Buster here and take him down, so that's a good kill there for sure. I also take down Zeus as well. I miss a gym, which, you know, it happens, but kind of unfortunate we leave a gym there. But Chester can't, like, the Buster can't really pick it up just because Tyrant's pinching so well. And here I get a really lucky stun on the Zulon, and I think I get him down to 1 HP, and Tyrant goes to finish him off. And here, I pop hyper, kind of wasted it, but, you know, still get the kill. Then that's countdown. And from here, they have no Chester Hyper, no Sandy Super. They get no value, and then Buster is just, you know, not too useful. So just kind of a free set win. We outdrafted pretty well. We played well. We got good lanes, so won the set. So going into set 3, we banned Rico, Pierce, Spike, which are all just kind of annoying brawlers. You can't leave Pierce open. You could argue you could leave the other ones open, but we don't really want to deal with it. And they banned Mortis, Gus, and Mina, which I don't really understand what the ban's for, to be honest. I think they're just banning brawlers they don't like. But they go Bell 1. And I think Brock is very strong here. Even if the matchup versus Bell isn't like crazy, I'm not the biggest fan of our 3-2-3, but we go with Brock initially, and then we follow it up with RT. So we go RT Brock, which, you know, very good into tanks, I feel. I mean, we open the map if there's tanks. If not, we can play Jump Brock, which is, you know, pretty strong into like snipers and stuff, and you won't want to open the map when they have a Bell some of the time, so good anti-tank selections, decent range as well, so it's good coverage. It does leave open some picks here, which you'll see shortly. They actually go ahead and pick up, I believe it's Angelo right here, and Angelo has good matchup versus Brock, good matchup versus RT. The only thing with Angelo is he has no damage. He has 4k, but from there he's kind of useless, so RT can definitely make some plays, for sure, can make some good plays. So they also follow up with Ollie, which honestly, I don't understand the pick. I understand Ollie's a good brawler, but knowing we want to go wall break, I don't see why they would go Ollie, because Ollie's like really bad into no walls. But they do have good range options, so I guess, you know, they might be better if we open the map. But last pick here, we're thinking, oh yeah, what we should go Piper. Like my teammates are telling me, oh yeah, go Piper. And I say no, we go Box Meeple. And the idea here is you don't open the map. You have a jump on Brock. You can escape the pretty much everyone on our comp, besides me, I guess, since I'm running Box, has like a way to get away from the Ollie. So Ollie's not really getting much value besides the pressure he provides. So that puts a lot of like pressure on Zulon and Zeus to kind of do everything on the snipers. So I like our comp more than I like their comp, but the Bell could definitely get a lot of value. He has like 3 really good matchups in my opinion. Besides the box, he has to be careful about the box, but the range kind of allows him to kind of stay away from those boxes. Going into game 1, we have like a pretty good start. We're opening the grass on the right side just so we don't get like snuck on too hard. Like Zulon can't really run up now that we've broken that little grass tile there. Kind of have a good pinch going on second here, but you know, they're pushing us back pretty well. Zulon is separated, which I noticed we probably could have done something. But I do get 4K'd, and honestly, I almost got 4K'd again. That would have been really bad. But Ali's running down Zulon here and gets like a crazy kill. He finalizes it with his gadget. That was kind of crazy to me. I don't know how Zulon got rolled like that. He was not expecting Ali to run him down, I guess. But here, Ali was panic calming me, like, kill him, because I didn't realize like his legs were gonna die. So he's panic calming me to kill the legs. It's hilarious. But we ended up winning round 1. Round 1 with knockout. They're going all left instead of Zulon on right, which I think was just because the Brock was pressuring so well. And then I also decided to go left just because, you know, I could catch the Bell lacking maybe. I could do something. But it is kind of hard for me to be in this position. And also, I'm leaving Ali alone with Ollie, which isn't necessarily bad, but it's good to get that. It's good to get the RT hypercharge. But I'm having to lane the Bell, which is really bad, honestly. I feel like if he taps me and I bounce, we kind of lose. But, I mean, Tyrant's holding down left. He's going to switch over, which I don't like. I don't really like that play, but he kind of needed to. And you'll see here, I do get tapped up, but we're not bouncing the shots, which is what's important. Tyrant's kind of in a bad position here. He's going to get pinched by Bell, Angelo. And he's on 2k HP, kind of low, wastes his super, and just goes down. I do get the kill onto the Ollie there, and I get the kill onto Bell as well. So we end up taking that round just from Ali, running him down. Going into the next round, Tyrant just like floors Zulon at the start. Crazy 3-tap. So that's a lot of pressure. But second gets really nice 3-tap onto Tyrant. Kind of opens the wall, which we don't necessarily dislike, but you know, Ali has nowhere to hide now, which is pretty good. But Ali's really getting pinched up here, so we need to come help him. I go over. Second waste jump, doesn't waste jump, but uses jump, so that's a lot of pressure that we could use. Like here, we pinch well, he could die, but unfortunately I don't have a box or a super to finalize the kill. Ali here popped super, which I don't like as a play, but it does work out with us getting a trade, and then I end up, tapping up Zulon, killing him. And then we're left in just a free win, 2v1. Nothing really they can do here. But that's round point, match point, I guess, for us. Really good start. Second goes right, which, you know, I like more because the wall's open. I think it's a good play. And Ali's landing him again. Tyrant has a hyper, which, you know, good for in-game. Not too crazy. The only one he can really hit well is Zeus. The other two can kind of dodge it, but Ali gets hyper marked, which is unfortunate, but he can't dodge it. It's a hyper mark. And honestly, we're just chill with our position here. I don't like we have a bad end game kinda because I don't have a super and Ali's marked, but realistically, this is very winnable. Like Ali, you see how Ali's like 3k HP after getting tapped? Like that's kind of Angelo doing 5k is not good, not what you want. But Zulon uses jump, which kind of gives Tyrant an opportunity to push on the bottom, which I don't know if he does. He tries, but you know he's on water. It's not much he can do. Tyrant kind of wastes hyper. It wasn't bad. He jumps over shot, and then here we're in a bad position. Ali goes in. Really, it doesn't do much with his life, but I kill Zulon, and here we do so much, but I just don't have the ammo, and Zeus has a faster reload speed, so he takes me down. We're 1-1 right now in the round, and I have a hyper coming up, so I do like our odds on this one. I do think we should win this, but also Ali could get a hyper. You know, RT hyper is kind of a free win if you get it. It's just like absurdly broken. But I'm kind of playing in a bad position here. If we get bell bounce, Angelo tap, like I don't know where the Angelo is, so not the best position. And we're playing left to right, which isn't ideal for our comp, just because we're not really utilizing the jump. We're not really utilizing the boxes very well. So, not really the position we want to be in, but I do have hyper, so it's not all bad. Ali also has hyper, so should kind of be a free win in my opinion. But let's see how it's played. I'm in a really bad spot here. It's 4k HP. Luckily, I miss Angelo shot misses, so I'm able to heal up. Just trying my best not to get tagged here. But Tyrant, unfortunately, not in the best position. And unfortunately, Ali doesn't get his hyper off either, I noticed. And then Tyrant jumps on that, he gets the kill. And then we tie, which very rare. Never really see that. That's kind of crazy to me still that we tied. So going into round 3, 1-0 isn't, like, honestly, we had good mental for this round, I feel. I mean, tying is chill. Like, we don't lose anything. We're up around. I think playing from behind is much harder in their situation. So Ali trying to get some taps on the second, but just out of range, unfortunately. It's kind of just a standstill. I mean, nothing's really happening in these. Knockout's a boring mode, in my opinion. Nothing really happens. I'm just boxing for pressure, to be honest. I wanted to push up on left here, which I feel was a good play. People said, no, it's not a good play, but I feel that positioning is good. But unfortunately, Tyrant goes down. Not really sure how that happens, but, you know, we lose the round. I mean, there's not much we can do but farm hypers. But, yeah, I mean, down around, not crazy. Just, we're not too stressed. We have our hypers to bail us. Like, we're getting close. Zulon kind of gets boxed there, but, I mean, he jumps out, so he's chill. But that gives us a good opportunity to push. I do need to be careful about Ollie, obviously, because honestly, I don't really see why the Ollie doesn't lane me more, because like RT and Brock have way better matchup than a box Ollie, in my opinion. So I think, yeah, second should have laned me more, but I think their goal was just to not feed me, because my hyper is just the best in the game, besides RT, but, you know, it's easier to dodge an RT than a Meeple, so. Zeus with his hyper again, always scary, you know, you never want to get marked, but Zulon getting tapped up a little bit, he has to jump back, it gives us an opportunity to pressure. Second, a lot of people are hitting on him for that jump, and it's like, you can hate on him, sure he missed a jump, it looks stupid, sure, but I mean, even if he jumped the right direction, the timing was off so that he would have died regardless. When he lands, he gets one shot by RT, 5k damage, he's on 2k. It just wouldn't work out. It was a bad play, but don't blame him for missing like the direction. It wouldn't have mattered. Second here gets boxed. Tyrant kind of weighs super, which, you know, at least he forced the jump. Like, I see this as an opportunity, but we don't really get much from it due to Ali being marked and like just not able to do much. But I'm sitting on the right side, just kind of chilling. Bell can't push me too hard or I'll box him and kill him, so we're relaxed here. Get a box down. Not really a good box. I don't know what the plan was there, but in my mind here, I see second waist jump and push up, and I say, oh yeah, we hyper that and we kill him. But my team doesn't shoot him, which I really don't understand why we don't kill him there. I think it was just skill issue there, but it's whatever. Like, we get hyper, we win the game. It's GG, bro. Set win. And that leaves us 2-1. One more set and we beat Zulon's team. So go to the next. So last set, gonna be open business. We pick up Spike 1. We banned for Finks 1, I believe. Yes, we banned for Finks 1 with our Ruffs, Meeple, Frank, all good brawlers into Finks. Just good brawlers in general as well. And they decide to ban Finks, which you might say, oh yeah, they sniped your ban, that's good, they banned Finks, but that left Spike open. And Spike is really strong in hot zone. It's good into tanks, not terrible into throwers, and just generally one of the most neutral like lane winning brawlers you can have. So we pick up that. They go Mina, and Mina's not bad into Spike necessarily, but it's not the best pick in my opinion. But it's not really what nails like their draft coffin shut. That's not really the thing that binds them to eternal draft loss. The thing that led to them losing draft in my opinion was the Otis pick. And you might say, oh yeah, Otis, good anti-tank, good mid, he has a splash, he can control the zone, he outranges Spike, it's not a bad pick, but this meta revolves around a certain healer, at least in terms of hot zone, Poco. And Poco's gadget is able to shed that Otis super, it's able to stop a Mina super from doing his little throw you in the air thing. So this is a comp we practiced in a scrim once or twice where they went, you know, Mina and something, and we just instantly go Poco Trunk. Trunk's a good matchup into Mina, and Poco good into Otis. It's just something we practiced. The only picks they can go here, in my opinion, are throwers. There's nothing they can go. For example, if they go Lou, which is a good tank counter, you got the Poco, it makes it useless. If they go Frank, it's banned. They can't go Frank, but you know. It's just really good draft by us. They had Barley or Larry, in my opinion. Either one, fine choice, but it didn't save draft, in my opinion. But we start off pretty badly. I kind of wasted my gadget. I got baited by second, which I think it was nerves. I was kind of nervous, but I'm still on the lane that I want. Tyrant, honestly, doing a good job landing a Larry. It's not an easy lane. But second goes, Ali goes down. So our start's not crazy. Honestly, I mean, I get a really good kill here, and I stay alive somehow. Ali stays alive here somehow too, which is crazy to me. Yeah, honestly, that gives us really good positioning, and not much they can do at this moment if they don't get any kills. So we're doing a good job of staying alive, just alternating like tanking and stuff. I get a really nice kill onto second here. I kind of need a pinch, but, you know, still get the kill. And here I see a play. I can hypercharge here and run down the Larry. That's what I saw. But I mean, yeah, I go for that. Okay, I go for that kill, and it's a good kill. I'm low HP, but you know I got what I wanted. We're up to 40% here. It's looking really free. And I missed the super again because I suck. But like, who cares? We won the round. Like, you know, we're up 60%. Nothing they can do. We go into game 3. Our start is really good. I murdered the Mina, or I push him so far back. But second, sorry, I keep saying second. Ali dies, which is kind of bad, but I die as well, and that's just a really bad start for us. We got 14%, which isn't bad, but not great. And I shed the mute. We play stacking mid, which I don't like. I was bad super, but my teammates are coming. Oh yeah, stack mid, and it's like we don't need to stack mid. I don't need to get DPS down by the Otis. I think I should stay on my lane, so I do that here. But it's a bit late, and I unfortunately go down here. Kind of should have pushed with my team a little bit more, but from here, kind of just a lost round. Probably gonna skip past this one because there's really no coming back from this one. So game 3, here it is. Make it or break. You know, we win this, we go to monthly finals. We're really nervous, at least me, being new and all. But playing against Larry is not really what I wanted to do. But I figured right side was better for me. I'm not sure, but I end up going down early, and I'm thinking this is just like last game. We have a really bad start. Not thinking we're gonna win this one. Honestly, I think we're gonna lose this at the time. But I say, oh yeah, let me go Mina. Let me get off the Larry. Tyron go on the Mina or the GG. Or wait, I can't talk Larry. So I super in on second. I think I tank a 5k from him, which is really good. And then I go for an ego kill on Zeus, which is a good play in my opinion. But it does leave my team a little bit vulnerable in the middle to the Mina. But he gets the kill. Very good. And our positioning is honestly pretty good. I feel it's really hard to get us out of mid, especially with Tyrant getting close to that hyper, which is, you know, it's so broken. Second miss is super unfortunate for him. And we're all low HP here. We really need to be healing. Ali kind of wastes his gadget, but, you know, nothing crazy. Zulon misses hyper, which is nice for us. And then I get a really nice kill into Mina. Still pretty healthy. And here I'm thinking, oh, we're going to win. But then Ali gets 1 HP, then I get 1 HP. We need to heal. Tyrant pops really good hyper. Gets the super down. Misses the hyper, kind of. But, you know, the shots itself, they were good. And we lose our positioning here. But we're up 20%. We're not too worried. And I have a hypercharge, right? So I pop hyper here. And I miss. But missing led to me dodging the Otis mute, which was really good for us, honestly. We made a lot of space, but I did miss that. That was kind of bad. But we're still fine. I had gadget at the time and didn't pop it, and I die, which is a really big sell. Really big sell. But 3% is all we need. So, minute left in the game, 30% left on their zone. We need to do something, but I pushed up a little bit too fast here. And that could have led to us losing, but Tyrant's putting in work, gets a really lucky shot into Zulon, and we win. And we qualify for the monthly finals. Very hype in the VC. First qual of the monthly. It would have been really bad if we didn't qual. Unfortunately, we didn't qual upper, but I'm glad we clutched up in lower. If you want to see more videos like this, be sure to like and subscribe, and I'll definitely upload more. I'll upload some match arenas, more analysis, and y'all have a nice day.